Slovakia has now joined Poland in blockading carriers on the western border of Ukraine, resulting in a significant 15 kilometers track standstill. The effects of this event are mostly acutely felt by the Ukrainian front. For some time, Ukraine and Poland have had economic disagreements. The war forced Ukraine to find alternative ways to sell grain, leading to a decrease in permits for Ukrainian carriers approved by the EU Parliament in June 2022. Despite this, Ukrainian grain exports still impact Polish agricultural business. Importantly, it should be noted that prior to the full-scale invasion, Ukraine was the world's second-largest grain exporter. In May 2023, Ukraine's export of grain to Bulgaria, Poland, Slovakia, Hungary, and Romania was limited by the European Commission. Though the restrictions ended on September 15, Poland, Hungary, and Slovakia unilaterally continued the ban. In the midst of these political events, Polish truck drivers went on strike against their Ukrainian counterparts. On November 6, a blockade was implemented at three checkpoints: Yagodun-Dogorogs, Krakowicz-Charkowa, and Rawaruska-Hrebine, prohibiting the import of humanitarian aid and fuel. The reason for the picket was excessive competition, which was addressed by the demands: return of permits to Ukrainian carriers, to tighten the rules of transport under the ECMT for foreign carriers, the inability to register companies in Poland if the company's finances are not in the EU, a separate queue in the EQ for cars with EU license plates, separate queues at all borders for empty trucks, access to the pass system. On November 21, 2023, truck drivers from Slovakia joined their Polish counterparts and also blocked the roads for trucks, resulting in about 300 trucks becoming stranded in a single day. Additionally, the queue of trucks waiting at the Polish border reached a maximum of 52 kilometers. The blockade only affects civilian transportation and does not impact military aid. Nevertheless, humanitarian aid tracks were impounded with a primary objective of assisting the civilian population of Ukraine affected by the war. This assertion is mostly correct. However, among the impounded humanitarian aid, volunteers also highlight medical supplies and quadcopters purchased by private individuals. One of the most well-known volunteers in Ukraine, who has a strong interest in quadcopters, reported a delay in the delivery of their drone shipment. The drones have proven to be pivotal to the front line during the 2022. They serve a multitude of purposes, primarily functioning as means for commanding personnel to monitor the battle in real time and conduct reconnaissance through the use of several drones. Additionally, all artillery brigades of the Ukrainian Defense Forces utilize drones to adjust their strikes, hence ensuring that Ukrainian artillery strikes are precise. The military has found drones to be most effective in providing coverage for Marines stationed at the bridgehead on the left bank of the Dnieper River. Drones have also demonstrated military ingenuity with their use as guided projectiles, capable of targeting and hitting armored vehicles worth millions of dollars. The loss of reconnaissance drones is a prevailing issue for various reasons. The volunteer movement of Ukraine plays a significant role in compensating for these costs, which amount to hundreds of drones per day. The insufficient number of drones in certain regions of Ukrainian front may result in increasing losses for the Ukrainian Defense Forces, deteriorating the coverage of the Marines' bridgehead. We should revisit the topic of medications. The first aid kit, which remains in a truck blocked at the border, could have potentially saved a life. However, The stark reality is that one or more families received the worst possible news. The economic turmoil in Ukraine and other European countries should be resolved at the political level. Perhaps the organizers of the picket did not realize how damaging their actions against the humanitarian convoys could be, as they were an unexpected and serious blow to the provisioning of Ukrainian defense forces. Or perhaps, on the contrary, it is a well thought out and well planned operation to further divide Ukraine and its allies. But the blockade of the Polish border continues to gain momentum. Ukraine and Poland will call for legal action against the protesters, and the task has been set to determine the full chronology of their launch and who will be held accountable. It is still a challenge to evaluate the extent of destruction resulting from the month-long blockade. Russian military forces frequently launch counterattacks on the Marines' bridgehead, as it is crucial for them to eliminate it. This is due to the fact that the Russians' logistics ecosystem between Crimea and Melitopol is under serious jeopardy.